Hello everybody and welcome back to the Integrity Botanicals YouTube channel. Today I'm doing another foundation review. I know we love foundation around here. One foundation does not fit all, but today I'm talking about probably one of my favorite foundations, not only on the Integrity Botanicals website, but in green beauty, period. Yeah, I said it. It's that serious. I've had a love affair with this foundation for quite some time. It has gone under some repackaging as well as a little bit of reformulation, but that has been completely in our favor. And this foundation is the Sappho Essentials Foundation. This is going to run you $54 and comes with 30 milliliters, so that is an entire fluid ounce. Really standard as far as foundations go. Now let me show you quickly the packaging. The packaging is a beautiful glass material and does come with this white pump. You know, I love anything with a pump. It squirts out quite a bit of product, so one entire pump, I mean, it's more than enough for my entire face. Even half a pump I sort of do because I don't build up the coverage to be crazy. This is not a full coverage foundation, but it always looks like your skin, so you do need to shake this foundation up, and it is now coconut oil free. Yes, so all my girls who, you know, your pores get clogged from coconut oil, my skin is not hypersensitive to coconut oil. With continued use, it can clog my pores, but in general, I am really happy to have this formulated without it. I am in the shade Rachel. I was previously the shade Lisa. So if you guys had this foundation before they went under New Paradigm, anything like that, I would pick up a few samples just to see what shade works for you. Rachel is like maybe half a shade too pale for me right now, if that. But as we get into the winter months, I pale up a little bit. So I think it's gonna be perfect. Or I could just do a mixture of this and Lisa, or a mixture of the New Paradigm foundation that I have as well. Sort of works out to be the perfect color for me. So this foundation is 100% vegan, along with the entirety of the Sappho line. If you guys didn't know, I've reviewed a lot of the Sappho line already, as well as swatched it. So I'll have all of that linked down below, but the foundation is one of my favorite products in the entire line, and it comes in 12 fabulous shades. Oh my god, how amazing is that for a green beauty foundation? I mean, especially. But let's quickly swatch those colors for you, and then I will show you how I like to apply this to the skin, how it wears, what the finish is like, etc, etc. So the first shade is Bryce, then we have Mia, we have Leisha, we have Rachel, which is my shade, Lisa, which is my shade as I get a little bit deeper, Rosalina, Kate, Jennifer, Sarita, Sarah, Pam, and Tracy, which is a nice deep dark ebony shade. So I think that is a really great shade lineup. I mean, even if they had more shades, how fabulous would that be? But I think not only is the range amazing, but the formulation is amazing. By the way, I don't really like to, when I'm describing eyeshadows, you know, I really get into like the description of the color. Foundations, I don't really do that because I think it's sort of up to you. I don't want to sort of say it's yellow toned and make you sort of obsessed with that idea. Sappho does have some guidelines on what shade to pick for you, but I will have swatches of the entire line, so you don't have to worry about that, both in this video and the description box down below, so you can find the perfect shade for you. But as always, highly recommend picking up a couple samples with your Integrity Botanicals order. I'm not sure if these ones cost you money or not, but if they do cost you, you could just buy the samples alone, or if they're free samples, you could just tack them on to any order of your choice and have a look through all of our videos and find a product you want to buy, because there's a ton of fabulous ones. So like I said, this $54 entire fluid ounce is a little bit up there, but is one of my favorite foundations ever. So how do I like to apply it? Well, you can sort of apply it a variety of ways. It all sort of depends on the coverage that you want to build up. What I love about this is that it layers really beautifully. It never builds up on itself and starts to roll or ever looks cakey, and I think as it wears it only looks more beautiful. I think that's often the case with foundations. When you first put them on, they're sitting in the skin, you give them 5-10 minutes there to melt in, look a lot like your skin. But this foundation, why I originally loved it is because it does not cling to dry patches at all whatsoever, and at the same time it is not a very dewy foundation. The finish of this foundation is actually quite skin-like. I would call it more of a semi-matte. There is no glow to it at all. It's have a little bit of a dry down, so you need to work relatively quick with this, not super quick, but just keep that in mind if you're really taking your time buffing it in. This might get a little streakier. You can work it out, but just be mindful, maybe apply it on one side of your face if you struggle with that. You will see in the cutaway that I sort of dot it on the entirety of my face, focusing on the center because that's where I get the most red. Then I go in with the Gressa Soft Focus foundation brush, and I really like this, but this is more of a light coverage. So you'll see I start buffing in my right cheek with that a little bit. Looks really beautiful, gives it a really smooth, easy finish. But because it's not the most dense brush in the world, I actually like to go with my hands. If you do have a dense buffing brush, I'll try to put some more options down below. Feel free to use that, but the hands work great. Nice and easy, nice and buildable, especially because you're already getting the back of your hand dirty. Just get it all together. So I sort of like to apply a little bit, get one layer going all over the face. Then where I'm red, I will take a little bit more, dot it right there, and I'll start to blend it in, and it just looks stunning. Like I said, this is a very buildable foundation, so I think you can get anywhere from a light to a light medium coverage with this. Maybe a full-on medium if you actually built on another level, one more than maybe I did. I have a light medium going on right now. I do have quite a bit of texture going on the skin that is also discolored. I don't know if it's really going to pick up on the camera, but even the foundation, it is shining through a little bit, so I think if you have hyperpigmentation, age spots, I do still think this would be a beautiful foundation because you could sort of base it out, then go in with a heavy-duty concealer, something like the Hint Beauty Duet, and spot conceal from there. I think it's a much more natural approach to putting on the foundation. So my other favorite thing about this foundation, sort of where I'm going to end on this note of this quick little foundation review, is that the wear time on this is stunning. Of course, like all foundations, it does break down with the oils in your skin. Natural foundations, I don't really think there's any 12-hour wear out there, but if you set your skin with a little bit of powder, I love both of the Well People powders. Those are really great, or you can even do, Hint Beauty has a pressed powder that I think is a powder foundation, but you can definitely add a little bit more coverage, lock it into place with that. You will get a little bit more longevity, but from someone like me where I only set my under eyes and like my T-zone, I get a good probably 6 hours of wear out of this before I start to notice a little bit of my redness peeking through, but I don't mind topping up a little bit of concealer for good ingredients on my skin. So like all natural foundations, this one has a blend of beautiful EcoCert essential oils, a beautiful blend of phytonutrients, things of the like, but I will have a full ingredients list down below. I don't think the scent of this is very offensive, especially since the reformulation has gone down. I do think it used to have lavender essential oil. I don't know if that is still in there. It smells like nothing to me, if I'm quite honest with you, so that is really great for sensitive skin types as well. But this foundation I think is good for every single skin type, from the most oily to even very dry, because it does not cling. If you do want a very dewy finish foundation, this one's not going to be for you. This is more of a skin-like one, but as the oils sort of warm it up, it looks just like your skin. It looks flawless. Really great buy for the winter time if you're looking for a new foundation as well. But that is it, my quick roundup of the Sappho Essentials foundation, now coconut oil free. Yes. Highly recommend picking up a sample if you guys haven't tried it already for the 100th time. It's one of my absolute favorites in the green beauty game. But if you guys want to try this, you want to try anything I mentioned, the Gressa foundation brush, anything like that, all of it is going to be listed down below along with the makeup I am wearing. I'm wearing some Sappho eyeshadows as well. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. Don't forget to check out all of our social media. That is always linked down below, as well as give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe. I upload new videos here just about every single Monday and Friday, and I don't want you guys to miss it. But thank you for all the love and support. Any video suggestions, leave me a line down below, and I will catch you guys in my next video. Bye!